Hi everyone, in this tutorial we will see how to create a rigging system for a leg of a character of an animal. We will first build our leg and then introduce an essential concept regarding rigging, which is inverse kinematics. Therefore, let's start building our leg, beginning as always with a single bone. So press Shift A and select the single bone. It will appear at the center of the scene. Switch to Edit mode, select the entire bone and press RX 180. Move it slightly higher, select the tail of a bone and press EZ to extrude another bone. This will be the thigh and this will be the leg. Now, a crucial step, orthogonal on X, select box on what should be the knee joint and move it slightly forward. This is essential for the inverse kinematics to establish between the head of the upper bone and the tail of the lower bone so that the leg can only rotate in this direction. Pay attention to this step. Once done, select the tail of the leg and extrude another bone, which should be the foot, and then the toe tip. Select everything and place it at the base of our scene in this way. Once this is done, we will need to extrude from the different bones what will be the controllers for the movement of our leg. Therefore, select the knee joint, press EY and simply extrude a bone. This bone must be freed from the parent relationship it currently has. So press Alt P, clear parent and move it forward. This will be our pole controller, which will rotate the leg in this direction. Next, select the tail of the leg bone, press EY to extrude another bone. And this will be the inverse kinematics controller. Select it and again press Alt P, clear parent. Again, select the tail of the leg and extrude another bone. Press EY to move it forward, clear the parent relationship again and move it down. This bone will be the general controller for the leg movement. Therefore, to make these bones move together, we need to establish parent relationship. Therefore, let's select what will be the pole controller, then the IK controller, and press Ctrl P. Keep offset. Select the IK controller, then the general controller, Ctrl P and keep offset. So this bone will be the child of the IK controller, which in turn will be the child of the general controller. Let's rename our bones, which is very useful when we need to set up inverse kinematics to remember which bone we need to consider. For example, we will call the first bone thigh, the second calf, and then we have the foot, and the last bone of our leg will be the toe. This will be our pole controller. This bone, on the other hand, will be the IK controller, and finally, this will be the general controller, therefore controller. Now that we have renamed our bones, we need to establish the necessary relationships. Select this leg bone, switch to pose mode, click on this icon to insert the inverse kinematics. The target will obviously be our armature, while the reference bone will be the IK controller. In this case, placed in this part. The pole target will have the armature as the target and the pole controller as the reference bone. If the leg rotates in this way, we just need to go to angle and rotate it by 180 degrees, and it will return to the correct position. This dashed yellow line indicates that inverse kinematics has been established between the head and the tail in this way. So the leg can only rotate in this direction and can't move this line behind the knee. Once this is done, let's adjust the rotation of the toe tip. Therefore, switch back to orthogonal view in edit mode, select the tail of this bone and extrude EY. Clear the parent relationship, move it back and parent it to the general controller to ensure that all the bones move together with the leg. So, first select what will be the rotation controller, then select the controller, Ctrl P, and keep offset. Let's also rename this bone to rot_toe. Once this is done, let's see if everything works. Switch to pose mode, take the general controller, and move everything. As we can see, our leg now works. Another step to take it to free the foot from the parent relationship, because we want our foot to follow only the location component of our leg, not the rotation. Therefore, return to edit mode. Also, free the foot from the parent relationship, Alt P, clear parent. Go to pose mode, go to the constraints section and add the copy location constraint with the armature as the target. In this case, the reference bone will be the calf. Now our foot will move towards the head of the bone. We need to move it to the tail part of the reference bone. The target and the owner will always be workspace. If we now select the general controller and move everything, as we can see, our foot does not follow the leg's rotation, but only the position. If we move the pole controller instead, we see that it can rotate the leg as expected. Another thing to do now is to set the relationship between the rotation controller of our toe and the bone itself. Therefore, select it, go to copy rotation, target always armature, and in this case the reference bone will be the rotation controller. If we select the rotation controller, we will get the toe tips rotation. This way, we have completed the rigging of our leg. Alt R, Alt G to reset the position and bring it back to the original position. That's all for now. Thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the tutorial, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.